Okay, it's time to get something more pleasant this time around. This time we're talking or hmm, two, three, four. Okay, now let's move into something more pleasant, namely the Orville. This week's offering Sanctuary, and this is how you do a topic of some political import without being preachy about it. But also, it goes beyond the surface thing of just men bad, women good. No, this actually touches on a real world situation here, namely going into where we have certain tactical alliances with cultures that normally we would not give the time of day to, and probably actually consider overthrowing the leaders and converting them all to Christianity if it wasn't for the fact that they have certain resources we need. And that's the whole thing of, no blood for oil. Why not blood for oil? We desperately need oil. Wars are fought over, resources all the time. Out west it was the fighting over water supply. Now it's oil, because it is the lifeblood of the world economy. So yeah, war for oil is not exactly an unreasonable thing. And so that's why we're kind of we have certain alliances with certain people in this world that tend to treat women and other minority types as barely better than livestock half the time. And it's like, I like to grab them at the front and drag them at least to the 18th century, but it's a delicate thing, and that's what we're touching on with this one. It's like, even in the face of the bloody obvious, that no, you can't just pretend these people don't exist. They are, and they contribute. If you push us, your ideals on us, and we'll just pull out, and then the whole thing goes to hell in a handbasket. No, it's a very well done. And who'd have thought that Dolly Parton would become a major fixture in a science fiction program? I'm serious. See if she's on Twitter and ask her, how do you feel to be how does it feel to be a science fiction icon now? So yeah, this one is in there. Once again, they're just eating Discovery's lunch because they're showing how it's done. And this frat boy cartoonist, from Rhode Island, is showing how to do. He is writing circles around these guys. He is showing, the official Star Trek production how to do Star Trek. And he's surrounded himself with people who also know how to do Star Trek, and that is also the trick right there. Because even when Roddenberry was starting out with Next Gen and stuff, he surrounded him with a lot of the old guard that he could get around. He brought in Dorothy Fontana and Bob Justman and David Gerrold, and I think even Ed Milkus was brought in, and others, until they could get everything up around, and then filter in other people who are just fans of the old stuff. And even you got Brandon Braga, who wasn't a big fan, although he was aware of it. He'd watch it on occasion, but his main thing was Twilight Zone and Outer Limits. But he was brought in because he would bring a slightly outside influence. But you get you build it up. You don't just suddenly going, oh, we don't do that. No, you don't. It is a skill set involved. It's a kind of specialized thing. Orville has it. Discovery don't. And I think we still got a couple more to go with Orville here. We got one more left on Discovery. And thankfully that and it's over and done with. Hopefully they resolve it in a nice little thing so they don't have to go to a third season. And it's a gone thing. And that is supposedly they're taking Discovery into the far future with this little skeleton crew. It's like where they should have started in the first damn place with all this technology they got on there. But yeah, Orville is doing it, and they continue to do it week after week after. And I understand the numbers are really starting to buck up too. So, which kind of and really a renewal would be is a practically no-brainer. And I understand. Like I said, what I've heard, that they are going to renew it. They're just waiting on the announcement because they're starting to do licensed stuff now, comics and some toy stuff, and that would not make sense if they didn't have some assurance that they were going to be renewed. So yeah, and so just waiting for next week to see what's going to go on. And it's one of the rare cases I actually go to watch it on TV instead of wait for the download. So I think I forget the trailer, the next week's trailer, but I remember I was really excited about it. So, PayPal, Patreon down below, and actually more on that in a minute because we have got ourselves, that little hole right in gotten worse because some little jackass decided to use our checking account to pay his cable bill. So more on that in the next video. So catch you in a minute.